Okay. Next guest is a talented actress who starred in the classic film Flashdance and later appeared in the critically acclaimed series on television, The L Word. Here's Jennifer Beals. Yes! Jennifer Beals. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Jennifer Beals is here.
Hello.
Oh, my
Do you know
gosh.
what's amazing to me? Have you taken a look at the fashion lately? Because everybody is wearing your Flashdance sweatshirt again.
I apologize.
Hanging over the side.
I apologize.
I'm thrilled to see it. Like, my daughter was wearing it the other day, and she said it's supposed to be off the shoulder. And I said, I was around the first time that went around.
The nice thing is all you need is a scissors,
That's
and
all
you're
you
good to go.
need. Yeah, it's great.
Wasn't that a great movie,
Oh my gosh.
Flashdance? Everybody loved it. You and Nori? Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So, but you're a Chicago gal, huh?
I am.
And tomorrow's a big day in Chicago,
It
isn't
is.
it? Do they still turn the river there green?
Yes, they do.
They
People
do.
have been celebrating already for the last 2 months.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they've had parties over in Hoboken and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a big day here in New York as well, of course.
Well, in Chicago, though, I've noticed that people take the opportunity to celebrate anything for an extensive period of time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, they
I
like
think
their
it's like
fun.
that in any big city, really, because, you know, it's crowded. You sort of live, you know, vertically, and you're all on top of each other. So any little break you can
Yes,
celebrate.
it's true.
Take
It's
it.
true.
So you're still living there?
I'm on and off there. We shoot the show in Chicago,
Oh, yeah,
but I
how
spent
about
some
that?
time in Los Angeles.
Well, that's
But
good.
my mom is still inChicago, so she's really happy that we're there.
And you've got a 5-year-old daughter now?
I do.
Does she go to school there, or
Well,
LA?
she's not really dedicated to school
That's right.
quite
Yeah,
yet,
not
but
yet.
I have to say when I'm away from her, I definitely, you know, miss her and I feel the pang. But on this trip, I talked to her last night and she said, "Did you get my present?" And I looked on my coat and she'd put a little Dora sticker
Oh, yeah?
on my coat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. It kills you.
Well, you look like you're still in terrific shape. You know.
You're very, very kind. Thank you.
You do triathlons, I hear.
I did. Well, I gave birth without any drugs, and after I did that, I thought I can run a marathon. You know, I can do that. I could do a triathlon. Why not?
Was that painful without drugs?
Yes. I mean, I'm assuming.
I would have to say yes.
Yeah, but you
to that.
do.
But you know, you get a baby at the end, whereas at the end of a triathlon, nobody's handing you a baby.
You get a little medal, maybe. Did you get a little medal?
I got my little
Medallion?
medal.
We have a guy running across country. Was you know, staying in touch with him and keeping the camera on him. He's running from L.A. all the way to New York. 3 months.
Why?
Dean Karnazes. We're doing a benefit for healthy kids, Action for Healthy
nice.
Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like raising awareness about childhood obesity by running from Los Angeles to New York City.
And that's probably what keeps him going when you do it for somebody
Sure,
else.
that helps
When
a
I
lot.
did an Olympic triathlon, I did it for charity. And if I hadn't done it for charity, I think the night before I would have thought, I don't know.
I don't feel like
sure.
it.
Why am I doing this?
But then when you do it for somebody else, it's really gives you a lot of energy and a lot of motivation.
All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about Chicago Code. Jennifer Beals, who is from Chicago, is starring in this Chicago Code, which is actually shot in Chicago.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us about your character.
I play Teresa Colvin, who's the first female superintendent of police for the city of Chicago, which you can imagine how many people really wanted her to have that job. And she's really focused on fighting corruption, not only on the street, but in City Hall.
Got to get in trouble there, right?
Yes, yeah, she's not well loved by many people, but...
Is it one of those situations where you had to go and follow the, you know, sit in the squad car? And,
yes, absolutely. Well, it's so important to bring as much authenticity as you can to the part, and so I spent time on ride-alongs with detectives and watching them, how they set up crime scenes and how they interviewed people, and you know, tried to learn as much as I could from them. And I realized that in real life I would last really 30 seconds as a police
It's
officer.
impressive what they do, isn't
Yeah,
it?
and I now have such a great affinity for them, and I feel like so proud of them that when I'm at a stoplight in Chicago, if a cop car comes up next to me, I roll down my window and I just say, "I just want you to know I love you." And they get very confused. But I go, no, thank you for what you do is really what I'm trying to say.
And why don't you tell them, don't forget, I'm the superintendent.
But it's such a hard job, and I'm really deeply
more people should do that for servicemen and for cops and firemen.
I mean, obviously there's, always some bad apples, but, by the vast majority of the cops are just so terrific.
What would we do without them?
Right, yeah.
Let's take a look at a clip now. You and your former partner. Who's that? Former
Jarek
partner?
Wasaki.
Okay,
he's a detective. He's played by Jason Clarke, who's fantastic.
He's trying to convince a known drug kingpin to cooperate with the police in this scene.
Yes.
Okay. Chicago Code. Boy, do you fit into that role. Very good. Chicago Code, Monday nights on Fox. Great to have you on the show again, Jennifer. Thanks so much. How you can win a brand new car is coming up. We'll be right back.